Hello, sportsmen. In the next hour, the Michigan Public TV stations asked me to put together a special program for the March Pledge period. First, I'm going to take you on a deep stretch of the Grand River, then on some shallow stretches of a small creek. In both places, we'll catch river monsters. Stay tuned. The sign says danger, but it doesn't say anything about the monsters that lurk in these waters. I'm not talking about trolls that live under the bridges. That, we all know, is a fairy tale. But there are monsters that live in Michigan rivers that have deep holes, and these monsters can be caught on hook and line by fishermen who don't mind staying out after dark, even when the moon is full. Pat Witherall and his son Tony are two such fishermen. You'll hear them banter back and forth during the night, exaggerating about their skills and the size of the creatures from the deep. This banter is all a part of fishing for river monsters when the sun goes down.
You all set, Tony?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Were you getting some fish today?
I have no idea. I've never done this before.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence.
I'm looking at our guide over there, so I don't know. That's a tough call.
I always catch fish.
When?
I could take one of these rods, cast it over there in the grass, and I'd probably catch a fish.
Okay. I'm so good.
Well, Pat is good, all right. He's especially good at dishing out the banter to Tony, who does his best to hold his own. This good-natured ribbing is a part of the fun of fishing. It's a part of the fun of being with people you enjoy. The whole purpose of outdoor recreation is to have fun, and when you're going after river monsters, it's more fun than usual.
A little further. A little bit further. Go out of the water.
The flat-bottom boat finally floats off the trailer so the two-wheel drive truck can pull it out of the water. Well, even with a cement ramp, four-wheel drive can be helpful, but most of the time two-wheel drive works fine if the ramp is in good shape. This trip for river monsters involves 2 boats and 6 fearless anglers.
Plug in.
The second boat is also a flat-bottomed John boat, as they're called, perfect for river fishing. Dave Coster owns this second boat. Now watch his fancy footwork stretching for the boat with the anchor rope around his leg. That could have been a close call.
Go ahead.
These boats and motors and rods and reels and trailers and vehicles represent modest investments. You don't need big or expensive gear to river fish. The river we'll be exploring tonight is the Grand River, near Grand Rapids. Now, it looks calm, dead calm, but under its surface swim some creatures that will surprise you.
Yeah, I know what picking up and everything. It was all right.
The 3 anglers in the other boat are Tom Vurink from Vurink's RV in Grand Rapids. Tony Witherall takes the middle seat, and Dave Coster is the captain in the back. Dave owns a butcher shop in Grand Rapids. Now, you may have noticed that Tom is wearing boots like Willis Pratt wears. So is Dave. Very practical boots for fishermen. Now, Dave's boat doesn't have the plywood decking over the seats like Pat's does, but Dave also runs a very modest outboard motor.
Well, back in the 70s and 80s, that thing would purr.
Yeah, we got a real crap motor.
The vintage Evinrude comes through like it always does. Pat Witherall is from Grand Rapids. He gets more master angler fish than anybody year after year because he fishes for species that not a lot of people go after for trophies. He said he could get me a master angler monster tonight because the river was calm, the weather was stable, and the big fish would be hungry. For these monsters, Pat uses big 3-aught hooks, 15 to 20-pound test line, 1-ounce egg sinkers held 2 feet from the hook by a split shot. Now, the rods and reels are heavyweights, like they use in salt water. So here we go, 3 anglers in each John boat. Not a lot of draft between the water and the gunnel of the boats, but enough in flat water. The monsters we're looking for aren't ones that come to the surface and reach tentacles into the boats or anything like that, but they do get active when the sun gets low. It's so pretty at this time of night in the summer. Sunset is just minutes away.
Oh, it's a good haul. Now, you want to tie it fairly tight to the boat?
We traveled about a half hour downriver to the deep hole that holds the river monsters. Water-filled frozen milk jugs keep our bait fish cool.
Too big.
Shiners? You want shiners?
Let's try one of these shiners.
Pat Witherall likes to use big minnows, even bigger than this, but they weren't available this week, so he settled for smaller ones. Now, the way you hook a big minnow is by putting the hook through its tail so it can wiggle and swim freely in the water. This action is what brings the big fish in for a big meal.
Okay.
It's a calm night. This kind of fishing is relaxing, at least until a river monster grabs one of the baits.
Right here in the rod rack. Notice how close the water is to the edge of the boat, Matty?
I don't want to see that. Stop reminding me of.
There's a certain amount of risk in river fishing at night, but the danger isn't unreasonable. Life jackets are an arm's length away.
That's a sucker. Or a chub, that's a chub.
Yep.
Shiner.
We're using bait that's as big as some of the perch or bluegill or stream trout that we keep. Of course, we're going for huge fish today.
All right. We're set.
6 anglers. We have 12 rods set, each with a big sucker minnow as big as they could find in the bait shops in August. After the baits are set, we set back and watch the rod tips. They dance because the big sucker minnows are tugging. We watch.
Now, why not use a treble hook like you would on a tip-up?
You could. I just don't. I don't ever use treble hooks. I just don't like them that much. These are like 3/0 hooks here we're using.
And what size egg sinker?
Here we go.
About an ounce.
Right here. See that? See that?
That could be.
I think that's a chub, though, eh?
Well,
Could be something getting him excited.
yeah, something's got him concerned.
When a big one cruises near the tethered sucker minnows, they struggle harder than usual, which tells us we need to get ready. Until then, we watch.
That's neat. Now, how are we going to see when it gets dark? Can we see up against the sky? See the rod tips?
But all you can do is try and see in the skyline there, and we can turn the. If you think something's moving, we can turn the spotlight on it a little bit or something.
Finally, we had some action. In the other boat, Tony got one on. Tom Vurink reached out with the net to bring up a catfish. Not a monster by any stretch, but a catfish nonetheless.
That's a flathead.
Yeah, bullhead.
Not much longer in his minnow.
Oh man!
How long is that thing?
A foot?
You gotta be kidding me. I've never even seen one like that. Dave's never even caught one that small.
The ribbing goes on from boat to boat. It's amazing how far sound carries across water on a still night. Just after dark, one of our rods bent suspiciously.
It's amazing. Grab the line and race
When
it.
you feel him pull now, just nail him.
It's really pulling very hard.
There we go. I don't think it's real big.
Yeah, he's on. Something.
Pulling on.
Yeah, I mean, I've never caught a flathead before, so I don't know how to judge this. I've also never cranked a spinning reel with my right hand before, so I don't know.
You want me to turn them around?
No, that's okay. I'll get used to it. Oh, he's shaking his head now. Hope he didn't get in the other line there.
He's doing it.
I'm gaining.
Get this out of here.
You got one too there, Pat?
No, I'm getting this out of
I'm
here.
getting it out of the way.
How's it feel, Fred?
It feels real good. I mean,
Get that net over there. So. You pull that out now? Or?
Yeah. There you go.
Thanks.
Think this is bigger than your stone.
oh, this is a dandy.
We'll see.
Boy, it's an interesting.
Oh yeah, he's pulling hard enough to be over 26 inches, I think.
It's an interesting battle. It's interesting. I don't know if they're shaking their
Well,
head.
if you get a real big one on you,
What
wait
he's doing?
till- They sit right down there on the bottom and you can't budge them.
Okay, he's coming in now.
You want my light on there too, man? Or?
No, that should be fine. Let me know when you hear anything, Fred. Or see him or.
Well, it's going to be right up here, right in a second. He should be. Oh, I don't like this. Whoa! No, this has got to be him. Here's the sinker.
Oh!
Whoa! Whoa! Oh man, that's almost scary, isn't it?
20-pounder.
Oh, jeez, oh Pete! Whoa, is this drag? It's not set too tight, is it?
It's a patch, Fred.
Uh-oh.
Got it a little looser?
Oh man.
Pull it out.
Oh man. He's
Got a
something.
patch.
Holy cow. Whoa. I'm kind of worried about the drag on this, but I guess I might as well not loosen it. I'll just move my arms.
Just keep
Yeah, I'm just
pressure on him there and he'll come back up in a sec.
Okay, here's the sinker.
Here's the sinker.
Oh. About ready? There he is. There he is. Come on, Pat! All right! Holy
cow.
Oh man!
Holy.
My first flathead catfish. Look at the size of this one. No kidding. What a
That's a
kick!
little bigger than your stone.
Holy cow! Now, do these have spines?
No, they won't do nothing to it.
Okay. Can you grab them in the mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, you grab them in the mouth like that.
Oh man.
Look at the size of that mouth on that thing. And these, I guess you'd call those the teeth. They're like, I don't know, some type of abrasive, yeah, sandpaper type of thing. Look at the size of that mouth there, Maddie. Look at that. Whoa! Get down in there.
Around here too.
Look at this. Well, I don't want to drop him overboard. I'll tell you that for a fact.
Hang on to him until we get him measured.
Yeah, look at this. Oh, that is a catfish and a half. Well, I love this.
Once we'll measure him real quick.
Look at this. We're gonna measure him,
Yeah.
lay him down here, and
Get that on his head up there.
it's about right. Look at the barbels. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is it?
Get him straightened out.
That's 33.
Good 33, 33 and a half.
Whoa,
Another
Got
rod
another
going here,
fish on
guys.
here too.
another rod.
Yep, right there.
You better let him lay there a sec, Fred, and grab
Let
this
him lay there. I mean, shouldn't I have this mounted?
If
No, I
you
mean
wanna.
seriously.
If you wanna. You better
We got
get
another
this one
fish on-
though.
Well, what?
Stick him
Where do we put him?
I'll put him on a string here.
But that won't bugger him up for mounting it, will it? Man, I've never got a big flathead before. I always dreamed about doing
We'll
this.
take a picture of him later. Okay, grab that one.
We already got a picture of him. That's what Maddie's doing.
Yeah, I gotta snap your snapshot.
Got another one, Dave.
Look
Either
at
that or a
rod bend.
snag. No, it's a.
No, it's pulling.
Whoa. Now this is a real treat.
This is a 30-pounder.
Look at it.
Get the stringer.
I don't know. Now this is a different rod though. This is a more limber rod than that last one. Holy cow, Matt, is that awesome? Boy, this is, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Either that or he's coming towards me. Might have lost him. Lost him.
Did you really?
Yep. Look at it, he just, well, look at that.
Still good. Yeah.
Now, should we toss this minnow back out?
Yeah. Not out of here so I can
Well, he wasn't
get a messer.
good enough.
I don't know. He was big. He came off.
No, the one you got in the boat.
33 inches. 33 and a half.
Oh man, that's something else. That is something else. Big flathead catfish. Wonder why they're called flatheads?
Here, let's pull that out
Duh.
a sec, Fred. And hang on to him there.
You gonna do it another way?
I gotta get this knot out of here. Down through in there.
Man, this is too cool.
Okay.
There's the hole there. Little teeny eyes, barbels all around.
This was the river monster we were looking for. Now, flathead catfish get much larger than this, but a 17-pounder is a trophy. Pat said we'd catch a master angler qualifier tonight, and he was right. By far the biggest catfish I've ever caught.
Yeah, I gotta get
Flathead
a picture, too.
catfish.
Send it in for your patch.
Say cheese.
I have a brother! Oh man, look at that. It's a catfish. Boy, he's heavy.
Hold him up there.
To qualify for the DNR's Master Angler program, a flathead catfish has to weigh 10 pounds or be 29 inches long. I got a patch for this one because it weighed 16.52 pounds. I round that off to 17. Rounding up is what we all do as fishermen. You don't have to keep a fish to get a Master Angler award. They have catch and release patches, and I got one for my next river monster.
Watch it now. You probably really take a run. Keep him over away from the pole so you can.
Still got them dang.
There we go. Hey, there's nothing wrong with them. They're a nice one.
He ain't ready yet.
Give him a minute. There we go.
Whoa!
Oh, he
What a kick! I don't think is he as big as the other one?
I think he's about
Same size?
pretty darn close.
Wow. Something else.
Now you get two patches, Fred. You can
Yeah.
send this one in for catch and release. Keep the other one.
And that's exactly what I did. The 17-pounder went to Tim Hayes to be mounted for the museum. This one went back to become an even bigger river monster for you to catch.
Yeah.
Pushing 20 pounds.
There he goes.
Back he goes.
Man, what a blast. What a blast.